How I Can Afford to Travel So Much, Part 2. Just in case it's your first time coming across any of my videos, my name is Bianca Lynch, and I show everyday people just like you how to travel the world without being. What I was trying to say is without breaking the bank. I was going to delete that and start over, and I was like, nah, I'm going to let them get that because I don't know what on earth was about to come out of my mouth just now. But anywho, yeah, hit that follow button if you have not already. So I'm doing this series because that is like the number one question I get is like, how do you afford to travel so much? And there's a variety of things. So this is part 2. And part 1, I talked about, mindset. And this video, I'm going to talk about something completely different. And some of the stuff I'm talking about, I feel like these are not going to be the kinds of things that you hear about from a lot of travel creators. You're going to hear more like specific things like, oh, I do this for flights. And yeah, those things are important. But I'm going to be honest with you about like everything that really goes into how I afford to travel. So the second thing is I'm not by myself. I am traveling with my husband, which means that I am not paying for everything by myself. It means that, if you are splitting the cost of something, then obviously you're not paying as much. And before you try to scroll away because you're like, oh, swipe, I ain't got a man, or I'm single, I don't have that, hear me out. Because honestly, if that's not your situation right now, the other thing you need to be thinking about is courage. There are way too many people that are waiting around for their best life, who are waiting around to do things that they want to do because they wait on other people. Y'all gotta stop that shit. Now, for starters, I don't know your pockets. So at the end of the day, there's still so many ways that you can budget travel. I actually have a budget travel masterclass, so check that out if you have not already, because I do give a lot of tips in there on how to like get flights for like stupid cheap prices, how to like never pay full price for Airbnb, all the things, right? So check out that masterclass. But the other thing is, y'all, there's so many people out there who want to travel. And yes, solo travel is an option, 100%. I don't really talk about solo travel that much because I don't do it that much. I used to travel solo a little bit more back in the day, but I don't really do it, so I don't talk about it. Like, obviously, there's other travel influencers who do. But we're talking about how I afford to travel. Now, even if you are single, y'all, there are still other people who love to travel. Like, I'm in a Facebook group called Black Travel Movement. Y'all, coming across that Facebook group changed my mind. And yeah, I'm Black. But even if you're not Black, there are other like Facebook groups out there. Y'all have the courage to go out there and start talking to people. For all you know, there are hundreds of people out there who want to travel and they would love somebody to split the cost with. But you got to be courageous. You got to be willing to get out of your comfort zone. And at the end of the day, that's what travel is. Travel is being bold and being willing to do something different. So yeah, this isn't your traditional budget travel tip or, how I afford to travel, but it's the truth. If you want to travel and your partner can't go or don't want to go without them. You have friends in the States who can't go without them. Y'all, like, this is your life. Literally, it's your life. And I can remember, like, back when I would do trips, either solo trips or I would be like, hanging out with other friends. They would be like, you travel without your husband? And do. Yeah, I'm currently living abroad with my husband right now. But, like, y'all, this is my 23rd country. And I'm pretty sure that more than half the countries I've been to, I was not with my husband. It doesn't mean I don't love my husband. It doesn't mean that, like, I don't have an amazing time when I travel with him. But at the end of the day, it's not always feasible for him to travel with me. So sometimes I travel without him. Like, stop letting stuff like that hold you back. Like, there's so many people in your life. They're not going to be your travel people. And that is perfectly okay. There's so many ways to find other people who want to travel. And like I said, solo travel is also an option. But at the end of the day, it comes down to, like, are you serious or not? And grab my free travel guide if you want to get started and you don't know where to start.